joint planning, joint implementation, and keeping the lessons that we have together. Keep it there. So I think we did that. And then we presented the plans. We presented the plans. What we planned in July 2021. What we planned in July 2021 when we met for the first time as a board in Khartoum at the University of Khartoum. We have seen what was in the plan, what we achieved, and what remains to be done between now and the next 6 months, including the possibility of convening the second board meeting. It was supposed to take place in August 2022. It didn't happen because of circumstance, but we are happy that we are having it here today. So we discussed about that. And then we also highlighted some of the achievements, and also the relevance. I think Addis Ababa University coming new for the first time, not as a university, but as an individual had questions, but we clarified those and what the advantage of the IGAD Council of Higher Education. And then we also mentioned the proposals, the resource mobilization efforts that we have done. The chair, even if he just came anew, did two things. One, revitalized the board, and then he initiated the start of this meeting. And then he also took the proposal to some influence-making or decision-making bodies that would contribute to the influence of the funding agencies. We have made several efforts, and the efforts are continuing. Resources, we said, as precious as they are, will take time to come by, but we are in the right track. At least we have something for holding our regular meetings, and then we'll continue to have resources. And when we have them, we want to promise to you, we use whatever resources we get to keep us together and also to keep our students traveling from one university to another, because the lessons that they get from each university are immense. So I think that's what we'll do. So resource mobilization and also the relevance of the universities. And in the process, we told you what we have been doing to assist the universities, like the regional qualifications framework. The regional qualification framework will be very vital for recognition, certification, and harmonizing our approach to education. That is being developed, that is pending the adoption by the ministers, and then we'll bring it to the universities to domesticate and also to get additional inputs in the implementation process. And then a number of the Djibouti Declaration outputs, including the teacher training, the inclusive education through scholarship, all this we have mentioned, and then we are doing. There are a lot of things that we will do in the years to come. This is just the beginning. The first meeting was not 1.5 years old. We had it in Jigajiga University in 2021, and between that time and now we had at least met 3 times, and we'll continue to meet. And that by itself is a big achievement, that we are bringing the major universities in the region. We will expand and bring other universities that will have a lot of fresh ideas and then contribute to regional integration, people-to-people interaction, and then ensuring quality of knowledge. So that's what we discussed yesterday. Just briefly, there were a lot of issues that we raised, but Chair, today's agenda will be very important for what we do next, but I want 2 of you to summarize the perspective that we get from this university. And in fact, it was very sad. At least me should have been here quite earlier as someone dealing with education. I didn't do it, despite the repeated insistence from my colleague, Dr. Barkard, to visit and even host the meeting here. That's why we hybridized it. We wanted to see the upland there in Arta, but at the same time also we want to bring it here. We are very happy to see it. My view of the university is that it is a very dynamic, growing university which has a lot of new things that we can learn from, including the 3D printing facilities that will contribute to the livelihood of people in migration and displacement and mobility in the region. We will talk about that a lot, so I'm very much impressed. I'm happy to come here. I think I promised to the President that we will hold some of our events here. One, to use the opportunity to recognize the university, publicize it, and at the same time also, you know, we pay money for hotels. Why don't we actually contribute to the income of the university by paying some of the fees that we pay to the university? So I promise that whenever we organize, we will think of the university as a very good platform. We'll discuss with Dr. Barkad, who is very closely involved with us. Dr. Amina also is with us. And then we'll continue. Now the President is very much available to us. We'll continue. So that's my impression, and that's my commitment. We'll do what we have to do in the next years. At least when we discuss university issues, we'll think of Djibouti University as a very important place. Your Excellency, I just hand over the